Andy or Carl was going to say something about a drawing of an airplane that I tried to do, but they didn't do that.
You need to clarify that because I have a point to make for you too.
Since Frank's here, I'll have to tell this story. I had gone to a trip to the Pittsburgh airport with Mr. Verlot. He took us down for an educator's flight for the refueling. And at the same time, I was teaching students about riveting sheet metal, 7th grade class, and so I was relating it to an airplane because they told us that on an airplane, every so often you had to put a rivet, and I was trying to explain to the kids places where rivets are used. And I was really trying to do this in all seriousness. So I had a pad of paper in front of me, the 7th graders were all around the table, and I hope I can say this without breaking up laughing. So I'm starting to draw this airplane. Let me just say that my mistake was not drawing the wings first. Working on a computer, and I drew this part of an airplane, and I looked at it, and I got this dreaded feeling in my mind, and I could feel my face getting red, and the kids are looking at each other. So I real quick drew the wings on, and I ran in the office because I was laughing so hard. And Frank was on the computer. I literally fell on the floor laughing. I think I was there for 5 minutes, and Frank's sitting there, what is the matter with you? I really thought you were going to pull that one on me. And I thought that's what the airplane thing was about. I got my foot in that. I guess I had to tell the rest of the story.
Just so you know though, Bob, I walked into the shop this week and I thought you were back in the metal shop. Mr. Socks, he had drawn up on the board and put a couple pieces of metal together and had one sticking out like this. He put 2 big welds.
I don't think I've drawn an airplane since then. Just thinking of a few things. I've sat at these dinners for many years. I always wondered, what's it like for these people, you know, standing up here? And I remember at the end of the school year when we talked at the luncheon, you know, you think about things that happened back in the day. And Mr. Retort, you interviewed me for my job, and something I never told you. A couple of days before I interviewed, I broke my glasses. And I came in for the interview without any glasses on. And the interview went along, and, you know, I thought I was sitting close enough to him that I could see him, so I knew it was okay. And I got my glasses fixed, and I wondered if he ever wondered when I came back in why I was wearing glasses all the time, and when I came in for the interview, I had no glasses on. Maybe he never thought of that, but it bothered me. I thought, well, I wonder if he thinks I was trying to look different or something. But I've always felt like I needed to confess that. Well, then we're even. But I wanted to thank you for the opportunity because you had wonderful, wonderful years at Mohawk, as I've heard many other people say. Came to Mohawk, and when I started, I had a little different clothing size than I do now, and I had hair. And Frank, I still have that 40-pound bag of hair from your retirement dinner that your barber gave me. So someday I'm going to have a rug made out of it. But yeah, I don't want to make this too long, but I just been thinking about, you know, what to say. And in all sincerity, I just have been tremendously blessed to have worked at a place like Mohawk with such wonderful people. Been able to use my education and done something that I really love all these years. And I enjoyed it right up to the last day. But, you know, there's a time for things, and I always heard people say that, and it truly was that way for me. We have 5 grandchildren. My mother and my stepdad and Betsy's mom have had a lot of health problems, so we've been needed there. And but I'm not done teaching yet. I was fortunate to find wood shop that I could rent, so I put my machines in there, and I've been working in there. And I have a granddaughter that I want to have her help me finish a dollhouse that I've been working on. And I have 4 little grandsons. So I'm going to have a little woodshop class for them. So I'm still looking forward to that. But you've all been wonderful, and the years of Mohawk, you don't think of it when you're there, but you think back, and it was just a real blessing and a wonderful thing. And I want to thank each of you for making it so enjoyable for me. Thank you.